Welcome back, Star Wars fans and music lovers. When A New Hope was released in 1977, there was no true love story within the plot. So, instead, the most tender music went to the leading and really only female character in the storyline. And what a character Princess Leia was, and always has been. She's beautiful and graceful while also being vicious, confronting, and powerful in an overwhelmingly convincing way. So, for Williams, Leia's character offered challenges and opportunities that the composer made the most of. Leia's theme begins with an immediate leap of a major sixth, and for Williams, this is an inherent part of how he creates many of his leitmotifs. Light-sided characters and romantic motifs are often given this large and bright leap to add goodness, beauty, or a general sensitivity to them. In most cases, and here as well, that major sixth is outlining the dominant or fifth scale degree, moving to the third scale degree, which is notable because it means we've heard every part of the tonic chord except for the actual tonic note. This is where Leia's character really starts to become reflected. She's not grounded or held down much like a tonic note can do to a melody. She's always on the move, but the tonic also acts as the home to a key signature, a scale, and a harmonic progression. It's the note that we are instinctively drawn back to. For Williams to leave it out as long as we will see it be absent creates a sense of loss for home and the tension that comes with it. It's perfect for a character who was originally from one planet, orphaned and taken to another, only to see it lost to her as well. This tonic note acts as Naboo for Leia. It exists, but it's kept away from and ignored as a true home, the same way that Leia was kept from her true home planet of Naboo. After this leap, the theme responds by moving in a sequence of steps where it goes up one more step before falling from the fourth, through the third, and landing on the unstable second scale degree. By sitting on this second scale degree and not resolving to the tonic, we feel Leia's tension. As the melody moves to these notes, the harmony that follows it is dripping in romantic era chromatic harmony, as Williams borrows the half-diminished 2 chord from the parallel minor key. In other words, instead of using the chord that would normally be found in this mode, Williams takes from a different mode's set of pitches to stretch out our emotional parameters. This is a trick that composers use to evoke more emotion and blur the lines between major and minor, happy and sad. The result is very often the emotion that blurs these lines as well: love. By moving to this diminished 2 chord, Williams gives Leia an abundance of emotion and passion while keeping her as a graceful source of encouragement. The next 2 measures are a direct reflection on the first 2 as the harmonies repeat. Tonic chord moving to a half-diminished supertonic chord. The melody follows suit by repeating the bright major sixth as well. This time, though, the melody continues its pursuit upward as it reaches out to the lowered sixth scale degree. And for me, when we hit this moment, I feel heartbreak. The lowered sixth can be a shattering scale degree as it pulls an ascending line back towards the fifth, and a romantic fall, which is exactly what we have happen in this case. This time, falling to the fourth, an interval that just, if not more, feels unstable than the second from the first phrase. Leia is a difficult character. She doesn't give in or compromise easily or without reason, and her leitmotif is the same. It refuses to give us an easy path or resolution as it continues to push forward and ever upwards. So, it only seems appropriate that Williams takes that same lowered sixth that moments earlier gave us a feeling of loss or sadness and begins the third phrase on it, and with a full octave leap to another lowered sixth. For the next 4 measures, this lowered sixth and distant note to where we were becomes our new temporary home. But even here, the lines move nearly chromatically, creating obscurity to where we will land. Measure 7 surprises in a number of ways. First, the rhythmic profile of an 1/8 and 2/16 comes early, skipping the motif of a large upwards leap. This time, the motif from one measure earlier has been moved down as a real sequence, while reflecting the harmony from 2 measures earlier, only this time minor instead of major. The rhythmic motif balances itself by having 2 more occurrences in quick succession, but this time moving in an upward trajectory to the closest thing we've had to a resolution. We've landed on what was originally the lowered 6th, and with it this time, we get the major chord with it as the root as well. This is Alderaan. She knows that she was never truly from here, but Leia has come to feel a sense of belonging on this planet and to call it home. Unfortunately, this is only for a time, as her home and this key are ripped from existence. In the final measure of the theme, we once again hear the 1/8 and 2/16 motif, this time yet another half step lower in pitch. And just like 2 measures earlier, the rhythmic motif then moves upward twice. The note we land on acts as the dominant to our original key, and the note that the entire theme originally began on. And so, Leia's theme is ready to loop and begin again. The same way that this battle-hardened princess, always able to find a way to push forward and continue a renewed fight against evil. The constant fluctuations in Leia's theme between different modes and tonal centers, implied or not, perfectly evokes the sense of never truly being able to fully understand General Leia Organa, the last princess of Alderaan. She is so many things and is never just one person, one role. Her presence can bring ease and unease in a single word or stare. She isn't held down or acting on what's expected of her, and like her motif, Leia is constantly reaching upwards for more and for a greater purpose. Leia's theme is all about home and a lack of home. Out of the 12 chromatic pitches, only 3 are never used in the melody: the lowered 7th, the lowered 2nd, and the tonic. Williams intentionally avoids this area of the scale and avoids the home note because a true leader can never be grounded or stationary. They can never be comfortable or resolved, and sometimes they can never have a true home. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think of Leia's theme? Did you ever notice the overwhelming way it feels unsettled before? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and before you go, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to learn more about the music of a galaxy far, far away. And as always, may the be with you.
Always.